Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video here on my channel, so I'm super excited. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to do a quick introduction before we start. My name is Chelsea, and I'm a self-taught tarot reader. I started in April of 2020, so it's about to be April in like just a couple days. So it's actually been 3 years since I started, so that's exciting. It's been quite the journey, let me tell you. But I first discovered tarot. I was just like browsing on like a lot of like kind of spiritual videos, I guess, on YouTube, and I just came across one, like a pick a card reading about my spirit guides, and I was like, what's that? So I clicked it, like whatever. I picked a pile. I didn't really think anything of it. Like I didn't really know what was going on. But a lot of it actually resonated. And it really kind of I had a spiritual awakening that day, definitely. And it's funny, I actually after I did not watch any videos or like think about anything that had to do with like spirituality or anything of the sort for like 2 weeks, because I was like not creeped out, but like I was just like what is going on. So I just had to like completely dismiss it. But eventually, like after like my couple of weeks of like really thinking about like what happened and stuff, I decided to watch another video, and I was really just like feeling it. I don't know, I was just like really resonating with the videos that I had watched, and I ended up watching like a couple of different topics, and I was like, I love this. So I actually ended up just buying a tarot deck, and I decided that I wanted to start a YouTube channel doing tarot readings for people, because it had really changed my life, which I know sounds kind of like whatever, but it's true. And so I was like, I want to do that and hopefully help other people too. So here we are. It definitely took a long time for me to actually make the channel. I guess I was just scared for a while, but now I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna just put it out there. It doesn't really matter. If anything, I can document my own journey and my tarot readings. So here we are. I also do a couple of other different forms of divination. Like I started doing I Ching, which I really like, and rune reading and candle wax readings. So I would like to incorporate those into my channel eventually, but I just want to get more comfortable with those first. But right now, tarot is like my gal. So here we are. And I'll be doing different topics. I'm going to try to post like once a week at least. That's the goal here. So hopefully, you know, I keep up with that. But yeah, thank you again for joining me. So let's get started. Okay, so today's reading is going to be for what to expect in April. I'm currently recording this in 2023, but if you happen to see this, you know, during April or before April of another year, then this could also be for you. It doesn't have to be the same year, you know, it could be timeless, whatever works. Okay, so if you've never done a pick a card before, we just have 2 piles here, and you just have to pick one. But here is the first pile. So I like to put like a crystal and then also do a different deck, so you can really like see which one you're kind of vibing with. You can either choose by the crystal, you can choose by the pile number, or you can choose by the deck that you see that you feel you're just resonating with more. So this is pile 1, and here we have an Angel Aura Quartz. I'm trying to get that so it's not blurry. It's a beautiful crystal. It's really good to sleep with too. Just keep it under your pillow. Helps you have cool dreams. And then the deck, if you want to choose by the deck, it's the Santa Muerte deck. So that's pile 1. And then for pile 2, we have Smoky Quartz. And if you want to choose by the deck, we have the Dream Tarot deck, or Tarot of Dreams it's called. So that's for pile 2. Okay, so if you just want to take a moment, I'll give you a couple seconds. I like to just take a deep breath in and out. And then I usually just, ask my spirit guides, angels, ancestors, higher self, or whoever you want, which pile would resonate the most with me for the topic at hand. And I kind of just feel whichever one I feel. So I'll just give you a couple seconds. Okay, if you need more time, you can just pause it. I'm gonna put timestamps. So if you choose pile 2, you wanna just skip. And I'm also gonna do just the cleansing of the area for the next minute or 2. So if you wanna watch that, you can stay tuned for that. Otherwise, you can just click the timestamp for the pile that you choose, and I will see you there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chelsea. Very excited to be here. I hope you are too. Okay, we're gonna start with pile 1. So that's if you chose the Angel Aura Quartz. This will be your reading for April of 2023, what to expect possibly, and just what you might be going through or dealing with or whatever. So yeah, let's get started. I brought my pendulum just in case. Wow, it's really hot in here, which is kind of annoying. Okay, I haven't looked at the cards yet, so I don't know what we're gonna do, but I did shuffle off camera. But I want to start. You got a lot of cards, actually. I only wanted 2 for most of the piles that the decks that I drew from, but y'all got 3 for literally almost all of them. So you might have a busy month. All right, so I want to start with the energy cards first, just so we have an idea of what is actually gonna go on for you in April. Oh wow, the first one, you have the Sun. Okay, so this is gonna be a happy month for you, which is nice. Maybe you've kind of been going through it, possibly, or maybe not. You could just be just living your life, whatever. But definitely, spring is here, or at least, no, spring is everywhere, I think. I don't know. But with the Sun, definitely you're gonna have a nice month. I'm seeing there's probably, like I said, if you were going through it before, you can expect that to end. She's sunbathing right now. She's chilling in this little pool. There's flowers growing around her. It seems like you're gonna be growing with spring. So as the trees are blossoming, you're gonna be blossoming too, which is nice. If you were stressed about anything, I feel like in April you're gonna be fine. You're not gonna have too much stress, which is nice. Look at that, blossoming abundance. Okay, you're definitely, maybe you could be getting a job if you don't already have one. If you have one and you don't like it, you might be quitting and getting an offer for another job. It might pay more as well, or you might be starting a side business type of deal. I'm seeing, but this also doesn't necessarily have to mean money when it's talking about abundance. It could just be abundance in the 3D in general. So this could be in relationships, this could be in
and not even just romantic relationships. It could also be in like platonic relationships as well. Maybe you're meeting a lot of people or just new people. It doesn't have to be a lot, I guess. Um, but they could be adding to your life in a positive way. But like I was talking about with spring, like I don't know if you can see the card, but it's literally, it looks like a forest like coming back to life, basically. So I am feeling like the past couple months, maybe they haven't been inherently bad, but well, I guess bad is not a good word, but like not the best, I guess, or what you've been expecting the new year to be thus far. But you're, the way that I lost my train of thought, but it's definitely an energy of coming out of that and just happiness, happiness all around, which is really nice. If you've been working towards something, I think this is the month that it might really start to like pop off as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then you have door to personal healing and happiness. Wow. Like I said, I mean, you can't make this shit up. Huh. Um, wow. April is definitely gonna be a good month for you. So, wow, we're off to a great start. I love that for you, Power One. Okay. The next is the soul cards. So let's just see. Alright, so we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Your heart chakra might be opening. You're definitely, it might not be necessarily you're gonna be laughing all the time and shit, but you definitely are going to be looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. If you have been looking at the glass half empty all this time, but I think that things are gonna start rolling for you, and you're gonna be like, wow, life is actually looking good, you know? Things are looking up for once, which is nice. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So you're gonna be letting go of a lot of things. Maybe you have to let go of people. Maybe you have to like I said before with the job. Maybe you have to let go of the job. Maybe you sometimes when you leave a job, they kind of try to make you feel bad about it, like, oh, but we don't have any people or blah blah blah, and so that's why you get stuck in it. But that is not your problem, okay, unless you're like the CEO or something. But like if you were the CEO, why would you quit, you know, because I'm sure you're making a lot of money. um but if you're in a job that you really dislike, and maybe you've been going on interviews and things like that, and maybe you've kind of been like teetering in between trying to find a new job or just staying with what you have because that's what you're used to, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty about leaving. If they don't have enough people, that is not your problem, because at the end of the day, they're just going to replace you anyway. So, like, they don't care. Like, let's be real. No offense, but like that's just the truth of it, working in like corporate America or whatever you want to call it. um they're always going to find more people, so don't ever feel guilty for that, like truly. um and don't feel guilty for feeling like you are not aligned with other people anymore as well, because if they don't align with you anymore and like y'all just like don't click or whatever, it's okay. Like, just because you're not going to be friends with somebody, you're not going to be in a relationship with someone, maybe you need to leave like a relationship behind as well, um doesn't mean that you have to like leave on bad terms. Like, you know, like you don't have to, you don't have to burn your bridges, basically. So don't feel guilty about just wanting to move forward, you know, because at the end of the day it's your life. So if you need to leave stuff, leave it. That's how you have to make space for new things to come in. And sometimes you don't always have to do it like before. Like, example, the other day I went thrifting, and I didn't purge my clothes out of my closet until after I brought the clothes home, if that makes sense. So it's like if you are getting opportunities and stuff, or like new people are coming into your life and whatever, you don't necessarily have to get rid of a bunch of people or a bunch of things or a bunch of mindsets as well, because it doesn't also have to be physical things. that you might be feeling guilty about leaving. You might have like mindsets that keep you still or they hold you back, things like that. Think about why you have those mindsets, because a lot of the time those mindsets are not yours. They are a product of your environment. So remember that. But you don't, sometimes you have to see what you can have before you're able to let go of what you do have. I know a lot of the times people are like, oh, let go before, which in some cases, like, yes, but there's also some cases where, like, the things come in and then it's like, okay, now you realize, all right, I have to make space. Okay, and then we have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So be honest with yourself. You're going to be honest with yourself in April. If you've really been thinking about doing a bunch of different things that are different than your current life, you're going to be very introspective this month, because you're going to be really thinking about, is this what I want? Or is this what I'm used to? Or is this what my family wants? Or is this what my spouse wants? Or blah, 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 you know? You're going to be understanding your truths. And if you don't like to be introspective, the universe might force it. Because sometimes like you have to do it, you know? Like if you are the type of person that tries to like avoid your emotions and things like that, or like avoid, like, you know, I shouldn't be in this relationship, or I shouldn't have this, like, I shouldn't be working here anymore, like it causes me a lot of pain or something like that, but you're just so comfortable where you are, and like, you know, like deep down, but like you kind of keep making excuses. Like in April you're really gonna be like, okay, either things are gonna happen, like I said, like with the with the things coming in before you let go of the other things. Like maybe like something will happen. So let's go back to like the job situation. You might get an offer for another job, or you might have like this brilliant idea of something that you could do. Maybe you want to work for yourself, and you're like, I can't do it while I'm still working at this other place. So you're kind of like, well, no, I shouldn't quit because like I need stable, blah, 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 you know, like, but if you're like really like, I could really do something with that, then like April is definitely the month that you're gonna really sit down and be honest with yourself and be like, well, I really hate my job right now, so like maybe I should just take the leap of faith. And sometimes, you know, other people can kind of be in your ear, and it's not always bad, you know. Sometimes it's just friends and family, they're just trying to like look out for you at the end of the day. But you are you, and you are living your life. So if you're really feeling something, sometimes you just kind of got to ignore everybody else. Obviously don't do it in a super negative crazy way, like F you for trying to keep me down, blah blah blah. No, not like that. But you're definitely going to be honest with yourself. Also, people might be honest with you. So you might have a lot of truths being told to you, whether or not they're like good truths, I guess. So that could be in a relationship, it could be in friendships, anything that involves another person, really. Okay, these are the nature messages cards. So we'll see what nature has for you. I actually just got this deck, so I'm probably gonna read what it says in the book, just because I don't, like, it doesn't give any information on here. But we have ocean waves. Interesting. I definitely feel like you're going to be introspective in the month of April, though, because the ocean, water is usually representative of your emotions. So the fact that ocean came out, I definitely feel like you're going to be digging into your subconscious a little bit. Pay attention to your dreams, because that's really how your subconscious speaks to you the most, through your dreams. A lot of people, if you don't remember them, I mean, that's fine. I guess there's really nothing you can do about it, but you could try to remember them. You have to tell yourself that you will remember them and continuously do that every night until you do. but that might be one thing. But you're definitely gonna be in your head, but not in a bad way. It's just gonna be like with the honesty thing. Like you're just gonna sit down and like really just think about what you want. Lotus, resurrection. Ooh. You're definitely gonna be going. I have to stop saying definitely, because I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's up to you if you want to like actually do these things. Remember, tarot is just kind of like where you're going as of right now, but at the end of the day, like whatever you decide to do, like you might not want to be honest with yourself. So, but the opportunity is going to be there in April. But with resurrection, and look, the lotus flowers are on water. You're definitely just I feel like you're gonna be coming into your intuition more this month, and it's gonna help change your view of life. And it's gonna bring, and you know what resurrection also makes me think of? It makes you think of like winter turning to spring, like the the plants and like the resurrection of the earth during the spring season. So that's funny that we're saying that, because it's like the same thing that was on the blossoming abundance card. I wouldn't say it's an ego death necessarily. That might be a little too intense, but definitely changes. Positive changes, I think. I think they're going to be changes that are going to help your soul grow and going to help you grow, and like you're going to move out of maybe a stagnant cycle that you've been in. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm still gonna read the card for Ocean, but I just want to see all of them first. Okay, and then we have Cave, Initiation. And we have the numbers 27, 22, and 4. So those numbers might be significant. 22 talks about balance. So I feel like you're going to be balancing your mind. You're going to be balancing your mind and your physical reality. If you have been thinking about doing things differently, you might be actually putting them into action in April. Okay, let's just read these two because I don't know. Oh, look at that. I flipped right to Lotus. I wasn't going to read that one, but I guess I will since it came up. All right, for Lotus, Resurrection, we have the recent experiences you've gone through have been so intense and disturbing that you've questioned your faith in spirit and your own capabilities to pull yourself out of the muck. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, y'all probably have been going through it for the past either a couple weeks or a couple months, maybe even a couple days, really, and you're kind of just like, what the hell is going on? Like, but you need to sometimes the universe forces things if you have been trying to avoid them. And I just realized this yesterday actually, or 2 days ago, whatever, that sometimes the universe forces things by using pain, because I feel like for the most part that's what gets people to move. It's like with dreams. A lot of people remember when they have a nightmare. That nightmare is only occurring because your brain has been trying to get you to pay attention to your dreams and you're not paying attention. So it literally scares you into remembering it. Because think about it. A lot of people, or at least most people that I know, they usually don't remember their dreams too much, or just in general, like a lot of people I feel like just don't really remember their dreams, or they don't care to remember them, like whatever. But as soon as they have a nightmare, they are like, oh my god, like they are shaken up for like days and stuff like that. And they're like, why do I only remember my nightmares? Like whatever. And it's like, because it's trying to get you to like do something about it, or like pay attention to like, okay, what could that mean? I'm also the type of person that believes that dreams are very important. So, but in life in general, sometimes if you've really been needing to do something, you've really been needing to leave someone or leave a job, or even like leave like the environment that you're in, maybe like where you're living, something like that, the universe will be like, you're not gonna do it, I'll do it for you, baby. And it's not gonna be pretty. So but it's doing that so that you move forward, so that you can live a better life, so that you can resurrect. Yet you must keep your faith, even though you feel like life has kicked you around and severely tested you during this time. The suffering you've endured by being a captive of the darkness will soon be relieved, and you will be able to shed any residue from the experience as you go through a major rebirth. Interesting. Each cycle. Oh, and what were we talking about before? The rebirth of the earth. Like, ooh, love to see it. Each cycle of rebirth you have experienced in your lifetime has had its degree of pain preceding the emergence, just like childbirth. Oh my God, I literally just said that. So yeah, you just have to go through it. I don't know why it's like that. I really don't. But for some reason, the universe is like, if you want the good stuff, you gotta go through the bad stuff first. Like, it's like you hit rock bottom, you can only go up, Can't make this up, man. Okay, through it all, you have survived and ultimately been renewed, often by letting die those aspects of yourself and your circumstances that no longer fit who you are and who you are becoming in this next era of your life. Resurrect your faith and allow yourself to blossom steadily yet unhurriedly as you reach for the light, only to find the light has been there all along and is now making itself even more apparent. You might even acknowledge this cycle of renewal by celebrating with a ceremony. Oh, so that's nice. So you might be having some celebrations in April because of the things that you might accomplish or start in April, which sounds like fun. Okay, then we have ocean waves. Number 27. There are rhythms and cycles to life's waves running and gamut. I don't know what that means. From gentle and steady to violent and turbulent. You've successfully dealt with varying intensities of these cycles, physical, emotional, relational, and spiritual, through much of your life. Lately, however, you've found yourself caught up in the waves but hesitant to ride them. The more turbulent they've been, the more you found yourself struggling. It's like swimming against a very strong current. Not only does it require a lot more energy, but it's ultimately a strategy that is self-defeating. Although it can be challenging and at times frightening to do this, rather than fighting the waves, ride them out and see where they take you. With an open mind, open heart, and a trust that life knows what it's doing, even if you don't, you'll successfully ride these currents into calmer seas without getting seasick. Should you find yourself struggling to do so, call on Grandmother Ocean to restore your confidence in your abilities to manage the waves that are a natural part of the movement of life. Wow, very interesting. So just to break that down a little bit. So basically, when you're having the ups and downs of life, you really just gotta ride the wave. Like, just let it take you. I feel like we're getting from that. So April, I don't really necessarily think that you're gonna be down bad like you might have been the past couple whatever, but you're gonna be going more with the flow in April. If you allow yourself to, if you're honest with yourself and you really are just like, you listen to your intuition. And you might not know, sometimes it's hard to tell what's your intuition and what's not, but it's usually the thing that scares you. And like, I don't mean that in like, I mean, obviously like scary things can scare you, but I mean things that seem like they would be good, but you're like, I'm nervous. What if I mess up or something like that? Like, usually those are the things that your intuition is like, I'm gonna need you to do this. And remember also, you're probably having these ideas or feeling these types of ways because your future self already has it. So I actually, one time I heard this saying, I guess, and it was like, when you are in a moment and you have like a gut feeling about something and it's not a good gut feeling, that is your future self that took that path of doing the thing that you feel like you shouldn't do, and you're feeling that regret. And I thought that was really interesting because I was like, that kind of makes sense. You have to obviously have a sense of feeling as though time is happening at the same time, but I thought that it definitely put a different perspective for things. Um, but that also, just because that is was the saying for like something bad, I think that it can also go for something good. If you keep having a recurring thought about changing something in your life and you feel like it would benefit you, but you're just scared, but it keeps popping up, that's probably because your future self is like, do it because I already did it. So you need to do it. Like, I know that kind of doesn't make any sense, but I hope it makes sense. All right. And the last one before we move on is cave. Initiation. I feel like the bad things or the struggles that you've been having was like kind of the initiation for you to like to see if like you were willing to keep going and like willing to be like, all right, shit's hitting the fan, so what am I gonna do about it? Although at times you have felt overwhelmed by the darker period you have experienced recently, this very challenging cycle has created the opportunity to confront and embrace those inner demons, the shadowy elements in yourself that have been hiding behind the mask of your practice persona. Wow. And it's really funny because cave is on top of honesty. So once again, you're going to be doing some shadow work probably, but I don't think it's probably not going to be as like challenging as you think, but you're going to be in your head. The task of acknowledging these shadows without shame or self-criticism has continued throughout this period, and now you have a greater capacity to be aware of them and know that they no longer hold power over you. Having met and overcome these darker forces, you are now emerging into the world of light significantly changed. You have been rebirthed into another cycle of life, one of even greater spiritual depth and conscious awareness. This initiation that you've gone through to this present phase has led you to a greater appreciation of awareness of how spirit operates. You know you are supported with an abundance of compassionate spirit guides, signs, and omens, and they are critically important in your renewed commitment to lead a spiritually directed life. Sorry, I just have to get my thoughts together. Your shadows are not bad. They are a part of you. You cannot have darkness without light, and you can't have light without darkness. Like, that's just how the universe works, literally. Everything has an opposite. It's like with physics. It has an equal and opposite reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. That's what I'm thinking of. You have to go through the shadow, and you have to like acknowledge the shadow for you to experience more light in the soul, which I think you already did for the most part. But now you're just seeing the benefits of that in April. So that's exciting. Now we have the crystal cards. we have citrine and emerald. You have a lot of purple and greens coming out today, so you're probably going to be working a lot on your crown chakra and your heart chakra. In the month of April, we have citrine, unnecessary worries. So if you have citrine at home, maybe carry that around in April. That might help you out, as well as emerald to help you open up your heart chakra. It says unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. Didn't we have, when we were talking about guilt, I was talking about releasing the guilt, or releasing these, sometimes you have to release a mindset as well. So you've probably been like really like worried about making the change, but don't stress. Just sometimes you gotta just be like, I mean, obviously easier said than done because I don't do that. But even me today recording this was me really winging it. Like I literally just was like, I'm gonna just do this and I'm gonna just post it and whatever. Like, because sometimes you have to just do the thing. Because it's like if you do it once, you realize that wasn't really that bad. Like you're like, okay, I was really stressing and I didn't need to do that. Like you were stressing and you were sitting still for however many months, and then you do it and you're like, wow. Sometimes my sister does that at work. Like she'll like stress over doing something, or like she'll stress over calling a client, like whatever. And then she's like, oh, they're gonna yell at me, blah blah blah. And then she calls them. First of all, the call is 2 minutes, and they're literally like, oh, it's fine, don't you even worry about it. And she's like, Chels, I was stressing for like days. I'm like, girl, sometimes you just gotta ignore it and just do it. Like, and then we have ceremonies and celebrations. Oh, which is nice because we were talking about celebrating before, like you starting something. So you might be celebrating it in April. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. Oh, that's so nice. If you're in school, this might be like you getting ready for graduation, which is fun because usually you graduate in like May, right? Which is really nice. Congratulations, or if you are getting married or something, congratulations. This could also be you celebrating leaving a job. It could be celebrating you giving birth if you're having a child. Nice. You could be an Aries. Maybe you're celebrating your birthday this month. Exciting. We're gonna save the romance cards for the end because I want to see if there's romance going on. But I did pull from 2 different tarot decks. We have the Santa Muerte deck and then the Tarot of Dreams deck. You only got 2 cards for the Santa Muerte. The other pile got hella. But let's just see what's going on. Let us see. Hold on. This came reversed and I don't know if I should take reversals. So we're gonna pull out the pendulum just to see. Oh, should we take reversals for this reading for pile 1 today? Okay, we're gonna take reversals. Thank you. So you got the King of Wands, the 2 of Wands in reverse. I'm just gonna look at the other ones. You got a lot of the tarot. You got a lot of the Tarot of Dreams ones. Usually the 2 of Wands is talking about choosing a path. And I think you're still very scared. Because we have the Fool in reverse as well. We also have the Page of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I have to look up the Four of Pentacles because I don't remember what that is. But you have the Two of Pentacles upright. I think a part of you wants to be this King of Wands. You definitely want to move forward. There's things that you want to do, and you're trying, or at least the universe has been trying to purge things for you or do something to like force you to do it, but you're still just like in your head like, I don't know which way to go. But once again, you have to think, you're gonna be honest with yourself, and you need to think in April, like, do I really not know what I want? Do I really not want to have a new adventure? Is my judgment really clouded? Like, am I actually confused, or am I just telling myself that I'm confused so that I can deny myself happiness because for whatever reason? Obviously it's not intentional. Some things are just trauma or genuinely just fear, but it's like you can't let fear confuse you forever. The things that you have been wanting are already yours. So at some point you got to let go of like being scared, because then you're going to go through your life and be like, damn, what if, you know? You're definitely going to be celebrating though. I think that in April you're going to actually make the decision to do the thing or things that you've been wanting to do, truly. That's how I'm feeling. I think that this energy, like the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, I think that just came out in reverse because it's just showing how you might be feeling as of right now. But as as you go through the month and like the next couple of weeks, you're gonna start to open up your heart chakra, and you're gonna really, you're not even just your heart but your mind as well, and you're really gonna be able to stop holding so tightly to the life that you have. And because of that, you're gonna do things and it's gonna be great, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love your life, and so you're gonna celebrate. Because this is usually, it's like talking about overindulgence and stuff, but in this case it's giving more of party, celebrating, hey. But once again, yeah, like with the King of Wands, like the King of Wands, like he knows what he wants. He uses his past experiences to make the like better decisions in the future. So I feel like you went through that stuff that you went through the past however months or whatever, and in April you're gonna get opportunities, or you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have ideas, like whatever, and you're gonna be like, you know what, last time I didn't really choose the best option, but this time I got it, which is so nice. Good for you. Good for you. Let's just see the romance. If there's anything happening in your romantic life. You have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So the honesty could also be you being honest with your partner or with a potential like partner. Maybe you meet someone in April, and then maybe your last relationship wasn't the best, so like you kind of have been a little more closed off, but this person might help you be more open. Or maybe like this is just saying that you should try to be more open as you're getting to know them, because you are beautiful how you are. So don't like dim yourself just for the sake of like, oh, I want them to like me. But I do think you're going to be opening up in April, which is nice. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Yeah, so nice. Maybe you've been, maybe you have a little crush and you're like, I don't know if I should say something. Just do it. Most of the time, a lot of people are oblivious, first of all. So sometimes you just need to be direct. Like, that's just how that is. But I also don't necessarily, I mean, I know this is like the romance cards, so it's obviously talking about romantic relationships, but this could also be making the effort in like anything that you love, you know, like passions, things like that, like hobbies, whatever. Because you've obviously been thinking about a lot of things. I'm really feeling with this pile. But you've just been too nervous to change. But if you're gonna have this happiness in April and have this celebration and this resurrection, you're gonna have to try. You're gonna have to try something new. But it'll be worth it. I'm seeing April. You might not see the results in April, but April is definitely the time that you will be able to start those things, which is nice. Because, you know, April showers bring May flowers. It's like we don't get the flowers in April, but all the rain, all the dark days of the rain and bleh, you know, create happiness down the road. So that's really nice. Okay. Oh, yay. I also just wanted to do one more thing. I have these fortune teller cards. So if you want to think of a question that you have, it can be about literally anything. Just take a moment, breathe, ask your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, higher self, the universe, God, whoever you want to refer to. And just ask them whatever question you have. If you ask a question about the future, I don't know if it's going to be able to answer. But there's a lot of cards here, so you never know what you're going to get. I was going to do the pendulum, but I have these cards and I don't use them, so. But just for a little fun bonus thing, what's the answer to their question? What's the answer to pile one's question? Okay, we got 2 cards here. So, I mean, it's a collective reading. So, we'll take more than one. Unless they're like completely opposite. Of course they are completely opposite. We got yes, and we got no. So we gonna try that again. Can I get a more clear answer, please? Yes came out again. Weather permitting? Like, what does that mean? Okay, ignore that. You got yes twice. So the answer to your question is definitely yes. Yay. All right. And we got it is certain on the bottom. Okay, pile one, that's all I have for you today. Enjoy your month. I hope it's lovely. I have faith in you that you will do what you know. You got this, okay? You got it. But I'll see you at the next reading. Thanks for joining. Hit that like button and subscribe. I will be posting more content. Don't you worry. But this is just my first video, so, you know, we just getting things started here. And let me know in the comments if it resonates, you know, maybe at the end of the month or something. Come back here and let me know. Hello, pile 2. This is your reading if you chose the smoky quartz. Look how pretty. Sorry, let's not get distracted here. So I'll put you right in the little bowl here. So this will be a reading for the month of April of 2023. What you might expect, what you might go through, etc. I pulled all the cards off camera, but I did not look at them. So we'll see as we go along. But I'm going to start with the energy cards just to see like what the general energy of, what the general energy is for you for the month of April. Ooh. All right, we have man holding a coin. Interesting. We have caring connections. And we have storm warning. Interesting. Number 43, 14, and 10. Okay. Okay. You may be meeting a man or a masculine energy. They might, I guess they don't have to identify as a man, but it's just more of a masculine energy, more of a yang energy. They could have money, or they could be offering you something that will help you make money. However, with caring connections, I am seeing more of a wealthy man entering your life, and uh you may be you may be hesitant with storm warning. Like, you might think like, oh, they're a playa, like not your vibe type thing. um you might feel as though they're very desired and wanted, so you're kind of like, I'm not dealing with that, because you're like, you're not trying to compete, basically, because oh, my blisters, because like, you the prize. So good for you, by the way. um but they might rock your world, I'm not gonna lie. Because the storm warning, it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem like a warning for a bad thing. It seems more like, get ready to have your world rocked type storm warning. You might be the type of person that is like, I don't care about relationships. You're not into that, whatever. However, the universe don't care what you think. Uh, let's be real. The universe is like, you gonna get what I give you. um Ooh, this gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I did pull romance cards, but I might have to get my other deck for you, because it seems like romance might be the topic of discussion for your month of April. Oh my gosh, love. Yo. We getting that other deck. That is crazy. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just in shock right now. Okay, so these were the soul cards. So what your soul might be going through and things like that. For the month of April. Obviously, the first one, we have love. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So I think with the storm warning, like I said before, you might be the type of person that is like, you are on your grind. You do not care about relationships, whatever. Whether you're a man or a woman, doesn't matter who you like or whatever. It doesn't matter. But someone is going to come in and you're going to be so like, ugh, I don't want that. I don't want a relationship. I don't care about people. I'm trying to get my grind going, or you're trying to like just do your own thing, whatever. Maybe you're used to doing your own thing. Maybe you've been single for a while, or maybe your last relationship, like you were like, after that you were like, nope. But they coming in, and it might they might make you kind of change your mindset, and you might be trying to resist that. Like, that's why I'm feeling the storm came out, because it's more of a, I don't want that, but like your heart is like, baby, come on now, why are you playing yourself? Oh Lord. And then we have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So for those of you that do want a relationship, you might meet someone, and like, you might have been, like I said, I'm feeling most of y'all are single or have been single for a while. If that's not you, that's fine. But or if you are in a relationship, maybe you've been feeling like, lately, but I think that things are gonna change. maybe someone is going to enter your life and kind of make you think like, do I want to be with this person instead? Or there could be like a revitalization of your current relationship instead. But it's definitely been a long time coming is what I'm feeling. If you are single, and you do meet this person, I think it's more of a divine timing, really, like how it says divine order. Um, this has probably been in the works for a while, and that's why you've been having your stuff together and like you've just been working on yourself, whatever. And that person has probably been working on themselves, whatever. That's why they coming in as men with a coin, because they got their coin, because that's what they've been focusing on for the past however long. But now y'all are aligned or will be aligning in April. Um, interesting. Interesting. The next cards that we have are messages from nature. The other pile got like 3 cards of each, but y'all only got 2. You got like 2 of basically everything, but you have quite a few tarot cards, so I'm excited about that. All right, so, oh, we have rice, nourishment. Oh my goodness. You got rose love. I just bought this deck, so like I don't know all the cards. So I kept the book here because I was like, I'm probably gonna need the book. Because like it doesn't like say any information on it. Whoo child, whoo child. Y'all are about to be in love. Like that's crazy. Don't resist it. Don't resist it. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Oh my God, I'm sweating. Like that really, this is really throwing me for a loop right now. We have caring connection, love, and then rose love again. Like, oh my gosh. This is why I like to read tarot because like, it's like you can't even not, I can't. Okay. So we have rice nourishment. You're going to be nourishing your connections this month because you're going to have a new connection, probably either new or maybe it's somebody that you've had your eye on, but like maybe y'all don't really talk or whatever. Or if you are in a relationship, like I said before, y'all going to be nourishing that current relationship, but you're definitely going to be nourishing your just relationships in general. This could be platonic as well, but obviously with love coming out twice, it's definitely giving in your romantic life. So if you chose this pile, get ready. Whether or not you want to be ready is coming. So you just gonna have to deal. So I'm just giving you a warning. So you're prepared so that the storm isn't too crazy like when it comes in. But let's just read what it says because this some tea, y'all. Ooh, girl. Okay. Are you nourishing yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually? Do an assessment of what this means, starting with the physical. For the next several days, when you eat, put down the phone, turn off your computer, and put aside any other distractions. Focus your attention not only on the food you ingest, but also on the act of eating and how it feels in your body. Be extra attentive to the type of and quality of the food you eat. Okay. Maybe you should try that. Okay, you know how I said before you have been working, doing your own thing. This person has probably been working, doing their own thing. That's why they're coming in as like wealthy, like type of man or whatever, or woman or whoever. I know this sounds like a cliche, which is really annoying, but it's giving like you need to love yourself to have love or whatever. I don't necessarily believe that, honestly, because I feel like it really is divine timing. Like, it's gonna happen regard. Like, if y'all supposed to be together, like, it's gonna happen regardless. Um, and there's plenty of people that meet people when they're not ready, quote unquote. So I don't necessarily believe that, but in this case scenario, maybe the past couple whatever weeks, days, blah blah blah, you haven't been the best with taking care of yourself, but you should. Also, this could mean that the person coming in may nourish you in many ways. They may physically make sure that you are taken care of, and they may also emotionally make sure that you are being nourished, having the nourishment that you need, whether it's by your love language or taking care of you because they have money so they can take care of you physically. um that's what it's giving. I feel like this person is, I don't want to say they're gonna elevate you, because you're doing that yourself already. But when two people come together that are supposed to be together, or whatever you want to say, um they, you automatically just rise up together. It's giving power couple, okay? If that's like a better term. Because y'all are gonna better each other. Oh, I love that. Increase your emotional nourishment by seeking the support of your closer friends. Make it a priority to spend time with them. Conversely, another challenge for you right now may be the need to cut ties with those in your life who deplete your energy. Um, you may need to purge before. I mean, you're obviously not gonna know exactly when this person is gonna come in or whatever, but maybe the month of April is like the time for you to like pay attention to your connections. Like maybe that's why Karen Connections came out. If you are dealing with people that you feel like drain your energy, or you're kind of just like, I don't know, like they're kind of, that's okay. If you need to cut them out, like it is what it is. You're not always going to be aligned with people for your entire life. Like that's just, sometimes people are just in your life for lessons, or you're in their life because they need a lesson, like whatever the case may be. You could be friends, or you could be together with someone for a while, for those of y'all that are in a relationship, but maybe this new person comes in and then you realize like, damn, like I'm not being loved the way that I need to be loved or could be loved, and like this other person is like kind of showing you. Now once again, tarot is tarot, and I don't know what's going on in your life, so don't be like, oh, Chelsea told me to break up with them, like, or break my engagement or some shit. Like, no, not what I'm saying. But like, you know what I mean? I'm just giving the options because I don't know what's going on in your life. Like, like I'm talking to my phone right now, but this is just the energy that I'm tapping into. So obviously take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, but if you need to do that, you need to do it. And in terms of nourishing relationships that are good, nourish this new love coming in, number one. And number two, don't forget about your friends. This may be a message for, I'm getting for a small few of you. Like, you might be in a relationship right now. Are you like over head over heels for this person? That's fine, but don't forget that you have other people in your life that have been there for however long, and they still matter. I think sometimes people get lost in the sauce with love, and then they just like completely stop hanging out with their friends and stuff like that. And it's like, remember that you have other people in your life. Okay. You've been feeling the lack of spiritual nourishment as well that affects all the other areas of your life. Initiate a daily spiritual practice, meditating, journaling, walking through a forest. Let yourself be fully present and aware of your connection and relationship to your higher self. It's giving more of the first two. I personally, I just think that nourishment came out because y'all gonna nourish each other. I want to read Rose, because the fact that came out, crazy. It's critical at this time to generously express your love through words and actions, to give it away as much and in as many ways as possible with no agenda or expectations attached. Do not shy away from doing so, and be aware of how it returns to you in many different ways from a variety of sources. human, animal, and plant. When you experience love coming your way, simply receive and accept it with gratitude. Whenever needed, picture a rose as a reminder of the sacredness, purity, and power of love. I like how it says do not shy away from doing so. And when it says when you experience love coming your way, simply receive it and accept it with gratitude. Like I said earlier with the storm warning, a lot of y'all are probably very in your bag and whatever. You're focusing on yourself. You have your friends, you have your family, or whoever you like to hang out with. You're good being alone, whatever. And like this person's gonna like come in and like you're kind of gonna be like, what's going on here? You're like, what is that melody? Sorry. And like you're just gonna be a little confused probably, but allow it to come in, okay? Everyone deserves love, even if you don't think so. Everybody deserves. Okay, these are the crystal cards. We have Appetite and Sapphire. So maybe those will help you this April with staying open to receiving love. But we have progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And then Sapphire, it says, easy does it. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. You may feel because of a past relationship, if you have not been in a relationship, just in general, how the people that you are interested in treated you in the past, they may have made you feel like you are not good enough. And that may be why you started your journey of being alone and like by yourself and like doing your own thing, whatever, and then kind of just being like, I don't even care about love anymore. And when it does come in, you might want to judge yourself and like you might want to be like, I don't need a man or a woman or whoever. I don't need to be in a relationship, like I'm good, blah blah blah. But no one said that you need it. It's just you're able to have it. So just remember that. You have a lot of purple as well. I think that this relationship is literally divinely guided, and I think it's gonna help open your crown chakra, even maybe your third eye, because this is like a purple blue color. You can't really see the thing too much. It's like super holographic. It's kind of hard to look at, but anyway, not the point. Your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. You have been working too much. Not too much, but you, like I said, you've been in this grind culture. But like, I feel like this love coming in is going to allow you to be in your feminine energy. Whether or not you're a woman, doesn't matter. Everybody has yin and yang energy. And this other person is going to allow you to be in your yin energy. They're going to allow you to just live and like not have to worry about things because they have money. That's what it's like. I don't like being too specific about stuff, but I mean, man holding a coin, my guy. Like, and if they don't have a lot of money at this moment, they're still going to spoil you in any way that they can. And allow them to. Like, you deserve it, okay? Because you've been working hard. We're going to pull the romance cards just to see the vibes. Heart-to-heart conversations and express your love. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then go ahead and make the romantic gesture. They're definitely going to be making the gesture if you don't do it. And you need to be honest with yourself if you really do end up liking this person. That, like, you need to tell them. Like, don't push them away, because it's really feeling like a lot of y'all are going to try to do that. And that is not what the universe has intended for you. Let's look at the tarot cards. We have the Hermit, 10 of Cups, and the Palace of Cups. This is the Dream Tarot. And then we also have the Santa Muerte. You got a lot of cards from the Santa Muerte. It's funny because pile 1, they had a lot of the Tarot of Dreams cards, and then they didn't have that many of the Santa Muerte. So it was opposite. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is crazy. Okay. You got the Knight of Swords, Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and the Moon in reverse. So out of 8 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have 5 major arcana. So April is definitely going to be a change for you. Just saying. Okay. We have the Hermit, the 10 of Cups, and the Palace of Cups. You are going to want to retreat, and you're going to want to listen to your intuition. You might need, okay, when this person comes in, you may need some moments to yourself to really be honest with yourself, so that you can really listen to if you really want to be with this person or not, or if you really want to pursue them, whatever. Like, you might just meet them in April. You might not necessarily like have the opportunity to like get with them, if that makes sense. But like, regardless, you meeting them is gonna automatically change like your whole viewpoint, and that might bother you, and you might try to resist it. But the universe is saying that it will be okay. Like, there are things right now that you are not seeing, but they're going to come to light in April. So if you have issues with relationships, you're going to be dealing with that in April. And it's going to balance your soul and your mind and everything. And it's gonna create a transformation, really. It's gonna change your whole thought process, your course of life. Because the Wheel of Fortune talks about going from up and down to up, like just completely like opposite. And with the Knight of Swords, you know, the Knight of Swords is very, he has a plan and then he goes and gets it. I mean, this Knight of Swords in the Santa Muerte deck is a little different. Like, he's eating his sword. So it's kind of like he's eating his feelings, it's making me think of. I know feelings are usually cups, but it's making me think of like eating like his mindset type thing. But there are flowers around him growing. And he's also on top of like a horse. And that makes me think of the Chariot. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, like, your mindset is gonna be, you're gonna wanna stop it from changing, but the universe is not gonna let that happen. And this person is not gonna let that happen. For some of you, you're gonna try to go into hermit mode and just like wait it out and just like ignore them, but they're, like I said, they're not gonna let that happen. And then the other lot, it's gonna be more of, you need to sit down and be in hermit mode so that you can fully understand your feelings and allow yourself to express them to this person. Because you have the Sun. It's gonna be okay. Oh, this is so exciting. I actually have other, you want some more cards? I'm gonna get the Romeo's cards going. I think I have another thing. I've been trying to steer away from those because on my TikTok, follow me. Actually, I don't even know what my TikTok name is. I'm gonna be real honest with you right now. I think it's like Robbie Robs Tarot, but it's Robbi, because when I was younger, my last name is Robinson. When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with like my nickname being Robbie, Robbi. I love the idea of having an I at the end of a name for some reason. So I just always made that like my thing. So I did that for my TikTok for some reason. All right, but these are my twin. Oh, but what I was saying, on TikTok, like I had been doing a lot of like more love readings because the people eat that up. Like they really do. It's like you want views, you know? But I'm gonna do whatever I feel like doing that day. So yeah, I wasn't expecting a love reading because I was trying to steer away from that, but part two. Okay, let's move these up. So these are the twin flame. This is a twin flame deck. This could be your twin flame coming in, but it's the only other romance deck I have, so it's going on for them in April. Okay, we have Heart with a Key, Welcoming Love, Meeting the One, Open Your Heart, Getting Together, Perfect. Yeah, we've definitely been talking a lot about opening. You have to be open to receiving this. Then we have mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. Okay, so that makes sense with what I was talking about before, with things being hidden, and then you're gonna like kind of go into for some of y'all, you're gonna be going into hermit mode and really like going through like, okay, how does this person make me feel? Why do I feel this way? Like, why am I trying to resist them when like I know that I want them? Like whatever. Because it could be because of like past relationships or past people that you might have liked, kind of like making you feel like you're not worthy of love or whatever the case may be. This person is going to make you have to deal with those things if you have not already dealt with them. And we have the runner, running in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. This is you. I'm letting you know right now. For some of y'all, I guess it could be the other person, but this energy is you, because this whole time I've been saying with storm warning, you're going to try to resist them and you're going to try to like be like, I'm not doing this. You're going to try to run. You're going to try to run because you have a fear of intimacy. You have a fear of being in a relationship with somebody, but this person is not going to allow you to do that. And you're not going to allow yourself to do that because you can't deny the connection. I mean, the cards are, it's right here. Like, you're gonna meet them and they're gonna rock your world, like I've been saying this whole time. So you even being a runner is like not even gonna be an option at this point. I have the Sexual Magic Tarot. I'm gonna just pull a couple cards just to see. What was the back of the deck? Energy. Oh, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting, want to date. Are you excited? I'm excited for you. Y'all better come back to the comments and be like, I met my love of my life. I'm gonna be like, and you were ready for it. You were ready for it. Okay. Thank you. The Star. You're their wish fulfillment. They are yours, even though you probably pretending like you don't have any wishes for love because you want to be stubborn. But that's okay. Ooh, the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. The High Priestess, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the King of Wands. Okay, this is gonna be passionate. I'm sorry, I have to get my thoughts together for a moment. This is gonna be passionate. Y'all are each other's wish fulfillments, like I said. You guys might be very different, or you might feel like y'all are different. It's giving opposites attract, because in the Four of Cups card, you probably can't see, but I'm trying. She is dressed up like royally, and this man, I mean, he's not giving peasant, but They just look very different. Like, he's wearing all black, she's in red, like she's in a color, you know. He looks like, I don't know, and they just look like they trying to do something sneaky. Like, I don't even know what they doing over here, but it's like, from the outside, y'all probably wouldn't think that you would like match, but then you actually meet and then you actually talk and then you're like, we're literally the same person. And with the High Priestess, they probably look at you like, or they're going to look at you like you are, if you're a woman, they're gonna be very like, you are so in tune and just so motherly, like, energy. You might have a kid with this person. You may have a child. Because I just thought of bearing fruit, and like it made me think of bearing a child, because there's like apples in the background, and she has a cat at the bottom, which is also talking about intuition. And I don't know, it's just giving, you may have a child with this person. Not right now, like, but just maybe down the road. And then we have all these wands energies here. So it's like they're gonna treat you like a princess, queen, whatever. Sorry, I talk like I'm speaking to women or people that identify as women. So if you're not, just put it for whatever you identify as. But they're definitely gonna be worshiping you. They're gonna be nourishing you. Nourishing? Yeah. But like I said, a lot of passion, because there's all of these are wands. I mean, except for those. But like these three, like, they're wands. Half of the deck is wands. And wands is fire energy, and when we're talking about love, like, that's giving passion. Like, y'all can't be away from each other. You really are gonna be trying to run, but it's not happening, y'all. Like, it's not happening. If anything, it's giving I was trying to think of a trope, because I like to read, but I can't think of one, because it's not like enemies to lover. Like, that's not what it's giving. It's just giving like, y'all just, it's like forbidden, maybe, because you're making it forbidden, because you're like, no, like, I'm not falling in love. Like, no. If you've watched Sex Life on Netflix, it's like Sasha and the guy, I don't know what his name is, I can't remember, the black guy, but like, she is very like, I'm an independent woman, like, back off, and he is like not having it. Like, so that's definitely the energy that I get. Oh, so your April is going to be intense. And like on the King of Wands card, like, he is holding her, he's like wrapped, he has her wrapped in his like cape thing, like his king cloak thing, and they're both naked. So it's like, you guys are gonna be vulnerable with each other, and like, you might not be used to that, because remember, with the runner, we have fear of intimacy. Like, you might not like being vulnerable and like being intimate, but like, I keep saying they're gonna force it, but it's not like a bad force. It's just like, you can't help it. Like, the passion is just too much, so y'all just, it's easier for you to be open, for both of y'all to be open, because they might have been closed off this whole time too, until they met you. Wow. I love this for you, honestly. But I think that's it. It's gonna be a very, very playful relationship as well. But that's what I have for y'all, pile 2. So get ready. Get ready, because love is coming. But yeah, don't forget to like this video, follow, subscribe. Thanks for joining me. I hope I see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this. And I have faith that you will come out on top. And you will allow this love to nourish you and your soul. And you will nourish them. Very excited for y'all. Woo! Let's just look at this again. Love, caring connections. Where's the other one? Love. Like, I'm so taken aback that happened. Crazy. And then once again, like with the sun, the Temperance, Wheel of Fortune, like they really about to rock your world. And I hope you are ready for it. Well, you will be ready in April because it's coming. So if you're not ready, get ready. No, but enjoy the rest of your day and your month of April.